What the fuck up? What the fuck up? What the fuck up, bro? John Horse here, man. Um, and I gotta let people understand where a motherfucker coming from when I be like, I don't be on that kumbaya shit. You understand? Because you gotta understand, we on the checkerboard. It's a black versus white. And guess what? It's a whole bunch of gray that everybody trying to, you know what I'm saying, play in between. But I did this shit for my brother. Cause he love when I do the indigenous videos. I guess he say I'm good at it. That's just cause I just be seeing shit. But what you looking at now? These are not the people, man. And today I'm gonna prove that shit to you. These are Eskimo people. These are shit. You can say one of your first white people. We'll say that to come into the Garden of Eden, aka Turtle Island. You understand? So we're gonna break that shit down today. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny to me. How could you call a land yours? You know what I'm saying? And the way you fight for it is not the way your ancestors fought. They talk about the ancestors this and man, look, they talk about idolization or waters and winds, but they can't tell you what that shit mean. Cause what y'all don't understand during the Indian Wars, the indigenous wars anyway, a lot of the elders was killed off because people like this were running from all up the top of the country. And they was running towards our ass down south, all around the East Coast and shit. Because motherfucking invaders was motherfucking stomping on their land. Y'all go check that shit if you want to. Plymouth Rock. You know what I'm saying? Even before that, Chinese invaders, they always had problems up there in the motherfucking goddamn, what they call it? West, whatever, the Northwest. That shit always been weak up there. Cause to me, I believe the shit upside down anyway. You know what I'm saying? I believe royalty was at the South anyway. Why they try to treat everything backwards as far as whatever, blase, squaze. But we gonna stay on the topic. But like I say, today, it's just, I don't know. I just gotta put my motherfucking stake in the ground and really, know what I'm saying, get at this shit because people be thinking a nigga be trying to be mean or some shit like that, dog, bro. It's not about that, bro. It's about the fucking science, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why them people sit up there and struggle so much anyway because they can't be true to themselves. They don't know the fuck they is. But like I said, man, during the Indian Wars, a lot of ancestors got killed off. A lot of women and children were kept, brought into the motherfucking Willie Lynch system. You understand? And what people got to understand, slavery wasn't slavery. It was war and it was prisoners of war. And then you had neighborhood laborers. You understand? Community laborers. And there's people like these that set up here and did treaties and shit and told where we was. You know what I'm saying? If anything, they the first fucking agents. They the first COINTELPRO, if you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Because we had plenty of battles, but the war is two different things to it. Battle is engaging with a common enemy, I think, or something like that. In an unorganized war, but the organized battle, unorganized battle, but in the organized battle, war and shit, that's when information exchange and shit, well, bitch, location and all that other shit. That's where a lot of the Moors and the Masonic order and all that shit come into play, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I ain't just talking shit. I just felt like I had to make this damn video because I be having a lot of so-called red Indians be fucking with me, you know what I'm saying? And they swear they so true or whatever, but that's just that Christian mentality type shit. You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers don't get the bigger perspective. So I mean, I don't blame you. Cause you don't understand the science behind the shit. You were told of the science in your little charter schools. They put you on land and all that other shit and gave you good stories and all that other shit. And I give good props. Y'all did good shit with it. But as far as expanding and growing, hell no. Y'all ain't did nothing but dissipated. Reminds me of the fucking Eskimo people. You understand? If this is your land, then why the motherfucking British own it? Silly motherfuckers. But nah, man, we gonna get into this shit today. And I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, get it to why I'm making this motherfucking video. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't understand. the word indigenous means something. These people don't even call themselves indigenous. They call themselves Indians. That right there is a fucking insult. You understand? Indians from India? You get it? What the fuck? Like, it makes no fucking sense. So what do you call India people? You understand what I'm saying? They don't even call themselves, they barely call themselves Native Americans because they know. Very iffy with that word. But we're going to get into this shit today.
Was wallowing in the Great Depression. It was then that President Roosevelt introduced the Howard Wheeler Act, better known as the Indian Reorganization Act, the IRA, which institutionalized the so-called tribal governments, which are...
I mean, was they protest making any noise or anything like that? I believe it was the CIA COINTELPRO revolution, you know what I'm saying, that was making all the noise, and the black people still came out of there with spit. You understand? Because they didn't recognize what the fuck they was really supposed to be fighting for. These motherfuckers is letting y'all fight for them, and they claiming the motherfucking goddamn the pain and the struggle and the injustice. You understand? They have land. You understand? Reserves. So you could do whatever the fuck you want. If you so-called the people, build up your land and expand like you been doing. Nah, what these people do? Get into gambling and all that other shit. Deception. Keep a motherfucker goddamn unnoticed. But these supposed to be true people to this land. This is why these people are not respected. But they want you to try to respect these people. You know what I'm saying? Bro, these Eskimos, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fuck all that in between these Eskimos, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go check your Eskimo history. And go ahead. You can leave your comment and shit. Because I went back and checked Eskimo history. I went back and checked it. Go see all the black artifacts and shit like that there. Cause see, to me, how it is, like y'all call the North Pole, I believe it was the South Pole and it was a wasteland. Just take it our river system. You understand? We used it for transferring and all that other stuff, but we also used to ship bullshit out and bring fresh water in. You understand? This is why our rivers and shit flow. Bro, I'm telling you, some freaky ass science. But y'all gotta get up on that shit. These people don't know nothing about that shit. They can just tell you about lots of stories and shit like the Dogon people. If anything, that's who I think they really, you know what I'm saying, them charter schools and shit, you know what I'm saying, really taught them people that shit, like the Dogon shit. Cause my whole thing is, shit started here in America. We visited over there in Africa. Africa stole shit. You understand? And they hid shit from their own people. And when they people rised up and they took control, they came over here because they had to. They was in slavery. I'm talking about your Moors and all that other shit. And when they had done got conquered, and white people just, you know, all right, we're going to do it all over here. Because what y'all don't understand, the Moors, these nasty motherfuckers, they set up there and they fucked everything around the world. That's how they use that shit, talking about conquering and all that other shit. Conquering this land and conquering that land. But see, one thing about it, while they was around here fucking these goddamn fucking Neanderthals and shit like that, these fucking cave women and cavemen and shit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was welcomed over here. That's the great story y'all don't tell, because y'all ain't conquer shit over here. I know about the Soto. I know about the motherfucker who came before the Soto. You know what I'm saying? And y'all tried so much that we gave y'all pieces of land that y'all still fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, don't motherfucker tell me nothing about this shit, because I'm telling you, I do my motherfucking studying. So with that being said, we got a real bad problem. Europeans don't like the motherfucking Moors. Nobody really likes the Moors because the motherfuckers goddamn liars and shit. This place just got history all fucked up. But that's just my opinion. You understand? So with that being said, walking around here with our motherfucking science, you know what I'm saying, like they the great ones. Still doing, they the motherfuckers living in an oblivious ass world. Still walking around here with our science. Like they the peoples trying to get some land that never belonged to them in the first place. See how they ancestors got them all fucked up? See, one thing about it, see, our ancestors, they spiritually taught us. It's the science, man. You don't understand. They don't have no fucking ancestors. Motherfuckers talking about the wind, the water, and the moons and shit. You talking about the elements of science. Can they tell you how it work? Hell no. But they sit up here, this was what them treaties and shit was about. Stop chasing us. Stop killing us. This not our land. You know what I'm saying? We'll take you to the people who do own the land. And we'll let you kill them. We'll help you kill them. Go check it. Osceola, all that shit, man. And we're going to get into that shit today. Because like I said, man, AKA black people, most of y'all are indigenous. I mean, it's rarely a few of y'all. Even we even got some indigenous Moors. You know what I'm saying? That were here before all that shit really took place. That never went back home. Will claim more indigenous than they claim they Moorship. You understand? Because that shit is built on some Messianic fucking backwards ass civilization train of thought type shit. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that's where the world really went to fucking up at. But like I said, I done got way off track. And I ain't trying to do that. We're going to stay where we supposed to stay at today. But when I do these videos, it's more about listening to what I'm saying. Fuck the how it look and all this other shit, because I just turn on the camera. So with that being said, it's more about the words and shit that's being taught or being said. You know what I'm saying? Taking that shit in and getting a better perspective for yourself. Because I ain't trying to say the world, but I want the motherfucking world to know that I know my truth. You understand? And fuck history. Like that nigga say on high, fuck history. But anyway.
Are not one of our institutions, and it is still foreign to us this very day. We have yet to...
Now y'all understand what I'm saying? Still foreign to them to this very day. What they talking about? I'm gonna let them finish talking, but they talking about the Indian something act. Where these motherfuckers was like, hey man, y'all ain't doing y'all treaties, man. Once a treaty is broken, that mean the other motherfucker go to jail or death or some other shit. I gotta find the rules out between broken treaties, because it's just like a broken contract. Motherfucker supposed to give up. But these people, these Eskimos, they don't have the power and all this other shit to do that shit. Nah. I can say whatever that the so-called government did preserve, because everybody like to put everybody in a good space. You gotta understand, I'm a chaos being, so I come with this shit very neutral. Ain't no good or no bad to me. Only thing I see what was done in my perspective. You understand? And these people, yeah, they done carried on the tradition and all that stuff, generations and generations. But what y'all gotta understand, they shit started in the charter school during those fucking Indian wars. When they set up there and cut off our hair. You know what I'm saying? And they separated all us. Them people came down here. You gotta understand it, just like the migration system with the birds and the fucking the whales and shit. When it's cold, motherfucker come down south. So it's not like we didn't know who the fuck these people was when they showed the fuck up. They just didn't tell us who the fuck was chasing their ass and what the fuck they had going on. Making them, to me, white people. You understand? That's why I sit up there and call it how it is. Motherfucker, you can feel how Indian the fuck you want to. You still got dog ass, wolf ass motherfucking hair. You know what I'm saying? And that black motherfucking hair y'all got, it don't come from niggerachi, baby. That shit come from Chinese motherfucking. Go back and check the Chinese invasions out west. Matter of fact, out northwest. And see what and tell me what time it was. And I can tell you that right there. That was started by us. Because before that shit even happened, nigga, we was centuries, years over that motherfucker. Centuries, years over that motherfucker. In China. We helped China start their shit. You got to understand, Asiatic black man means everywhere. You check your own Bible, they tell you about the 4 kings that already had the 4 corners of the earth on lock. You understand? But see, y'all don't want to believe. There's enough evidence out there for the motherfucking 4-year-old to understand. Y'all just don't want to believe. But it's okay. Because this is one of those videos that's going to put shit in perspective today. You know what I'm saying?
Cover. 45 years later, The IRA, Indian tribal governments, on their own initiative, began renewed efforts at reestablishing their sovereignty focused on the oldest profession of American Indians. That's gambling. Bingo and other gaming operations.
You understand? He said their oldest profession. Listen, man, our oldest profession is science. You understand? During those motherfucking times, you know what they called the black indigenous man? They called him the fucking medicine man. They called him the medicine man. You understand? They call him the medicine man. So this man right here is lying. We don't do gambling. What we do, we didn't need currency. We are currency. You understand? We are energy. So what the fuck we need currency for? You understand? Y'all got to read between the fucking lines. This is a mask. You see all this attire on is just like a Mason when they put on all their other stuff. That's just for the fucking swag. What's inside though? This man stomping for money. He's stomping for money for some land that the people who he talking to took from him and his people. He ain't fighting for the land. He fighting for some money, saying y'all owe us some shit. So that lets y'all further know that they with the shits. You understand? And they in this shit together. They try to keep y'all ass. Listen, man, it's plain and simple, bro. How the fuck you gonna get over 21 million goddamn black people from Africa now, who untamed and wild? You gonna get them from over there to over here. With that being said, I'm gonna play this.
Has been without exception a proven initial success. Failure through mismanagement, politics, or litigation has been less than 15%, showing a better than 85% success rate. The new Indian-sponsored gaming industry on reservations dwarfed success rate.
New dwarfs. It wasn't meant for them motherfuckers to grow. Now they just not looking around after all these hundreds of years and talk about, damn, we ain't growing. Economy getting bigger, but we still not growing. It's because they fucking Eskimos. You ever seen the Eskimo civilization up that bitch with a whole bunch of igloos everywhere? Hell, fuck no. The more you go to the top, the more it's dessert. You understand? So, like I said, I believe these was probably one of the first experimental clones. Probably the second, because we had the Chinese people and shit. Y'all gotta understand, man, all this shit come from metaphysics, matter, the fucking cosmic dust. Take yourselves back that far. Take humanity out of that shit. Take all your goddamn human shit up out of that shit. And let's go back to space. Put yourself in space. You understand? Put yourself in the cosmos. But yeah, let's finish.
Shows of any and all other non-Indian industries in America. Gaming operations have proven to benefit the revenue gathering of all governments, be they county, state, or Indian reservation. With regulation of bingo and gaming by the Congress, we are experiencing repetition of history. One shouldn't remedy.
But like I say, that's just another thing with them Masons too. That they know that your motherfucking ass is indigenous. Cause guess what? Your grandma been playing bingo for how long? Y'all been playing cash 3, cash 4. You understand? This is a form of these so-called reparations and treaties that these people give y'all up under. You know what I'm saying? But y'all don't say nothing about it. So it's okay. You understand? That's why I say all this fighting, and you got motherfucking projects closing down, and you basically got everybody changing. As far as motherfuckers, I'm telling you, it's real sad. You know what I'm saying? The quote unquote project, or the projects as we knew it, all that shit is coming to an end. That's why motherfuckers gotta change their whole perspective about things, cause they or them are finna change the perspective. But yeah, we're talking about these artichoking American people. But yeah, man, this right here, man, this was written by true Aboriginals, and it just got a look. See, look, you got depictions of real aboriginals. But do you see any Eskimo people? No, not at all. Listen, man. It says our nation members are direct descendants of the great mounds and pyramids builders. You understand? The Washtas, Incas, Aztecs, Taino people, Caribs. Y'all don't even know that's Yosemite Nation. I already know. Shout out to the Caribs. Y'all shout out Yosemite Nation. Airwalk, Kuna people with, and y'all forgot the Sioux tribe too, with many more connections to the various clans of the Americas. We celebrate. Y'all gotta understand, many more connections. They're not the only Indians. Clans of Americans. We're gonna stop saying Indians too, indigenous people. We celebrate all of our ancestors' connections with honor and respect. We're gonna define the terms. American, a native of American, originally applied to the Aboriginals or copper colored races found here by the Europeans. This is for all the people who want to argue with me, man. Aborigine, entomology, back formation from the Aborigines, plural from the Latin word. That's Moorish descent. Go check your Moorish lineages. Perhaps irregular from Abe or origin. I'm sorry. From the beginning. Meaning from the beginning. This came from the Moorish people who established the European, as you know, as the European civilization today, which is really a Moorish Moorish project of the motherfucking goddamn shit that we taught them. So, in indigenous inhabitants of this country. And see, we did I want to start real quick. We did a cool ass science trick. Only reason why I'm even able to tell you this shit today is because of the soul and the conscious and how this shit here works. We told ourselves a long time ago that it was going to be like this and that we were going to need to remember this information. We were going to have to retravel the vortex. This is why this shit is coming to us. And this is why I say the war is won, because we already predestined and planned the war. We did this shit. All the wars they done had is nothing on what the fuck, you know what I'm saying, is going on in the astral world. It's like we went to sleep and came back to life. You understand? And we right back at it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, in indigenous inhabitants of a country, one of the people with negroid features. Negroid features. Not a negroid, but features. And this depiction is, and you can clearly see that this is given by a European scholar to use negroid features and not say negro. You understand? What y'all gotta understand, Negro was a certain clan that the Europeans were familiarized with, that they knew of. And that's how they explain everybody else that looked like them, because they had not been outside the world. Y'all gotta understand, they come from the caves of Yugoslavia. But now they really come from Africa. Y'all go check the tribe of Tamu and their mythology. Go check the tribe of Tamu, and then you'll come to your Bible and your Moses and all that other stuff. But anyway, like I said, one of the people with negroid features, especially as contrasted with an invading or colonizing people. They are talking about the Moors. You understand? When we had those Indian wars and they was civil rights wars, while y'all looking at them Denzel movies and shit, and y'all crying along with them, those were spies. Those was motherfuckers sent here to infiltrate us for the fucking crown. You understand? And y'all take so much pride in that shit. You understand? White man ain't fight shit. Them motherfuckers went in there and cleared the land. Cause they came in there and they mixed with us and plotted against us. But that's another story for another day. Number 2, of relating to, meaning they know each other, or composed of people inhabiting a territory area at the times of its discovery or its becoming familiar to the foreigner. Do y'all understand, man? Inhabiting a territorial area at the times of its discovery. First of all, discovery don't mean you found some shit. Discovery means some shit was already there. You just didn't know who the fuck owned it. You understand? But like I said, it composed of people. That's when I was telling y'all that the Moors used to take trips over here. We gave them territorial lands. If you think I'm playing, go check how strong their ties is with South Carolina and Florida, and how much business and shit they used to conduct there when they used to conduct commerce with us. Like I said, we're going to finish reading. Of relating to or having the characteristics of such a people having a less complex civilization. They were less than us. Of relating to or having the characteristics of such a people having less complex civilization. I'm going to keep going. Relating to or being Negro of unmixed descendant. Relating to or being a Negroid of unmixed descent. I just told y'all them people was fucking 9,000 crazy all over the world. Making baby, they were considered an unmixed motherfucking race. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people felt like they had to go, because they was taking over shit. Now, Autochotan. I gotta say that right. So forgive me if I say it wrong. This is a noun. Person, place, a thing. You understand? Person, place, a thing. We finna get into it now. Modification influenced by Greek Autochthonians. That means black people over there in Greek. Latin. I told y'all, Moorish people, we went over there and we taught them first. Shit started here. Go check the land of Utah, man. Go check the lands of Arizona, man. They'll tell you, man. Like I said, man, the history is there. One supposed to have risen or sprung from the ground of the region he inhabits. I just showed you modification right here. Etymology, modification, Greek. That's when it was changed. But this is what it originally means. One supposed to have risen or sprung from the ground of the region he inhabits. That would be Turtle Island. That would be Americas. You understand? The land of the feather, the plum serpent. Y'all with me now? Okay. We can go to the B one. One of the original inhabitants of the region, an aborigine. Since everybody want to fight me. Definitions of American Indian. A member of any of the aboriginal peoples of the Western Hemisphere, except often the Eskimos. Let me read that back to again. Definition of American Indian. We're going to say American indigenous people. A member of any of the aboriginal peoples. A member of the aboriginal people. Not saying they were aboriginal people. Of the Western Hemisphere. They just told you where we came from. They just told you that it was life here before you thought it was life. You thought life came with the Europeans. Let me light this J, because I'm hot right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm on fire right now. But I know a lot of people ain't going to listen to this shit because they like my rant videos instead of my educational videos. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, this is just my perspective. And I ain't got nobody to tell me I'm right or I'm motherfucking wrong. We can debate all goddamn day long. But I'm my own God. Matter of fact, I'm my own chaos being. I'm better than the God. You understand? I know where I come from. Holla at me. But with that being said, we're going to finish. And I want to read it one more time. Like I said, a member of any of the Aboriginal peoples of the Western Hemisphere, except often the Eskimos, what I was showing you earlier, especially an American Indian of North America. You understand? You remember what I was telling you? The Trail of Tears, is it starting to make sense to you now? People running from Delaware, the Chinese invasion, and especially the U.S. You understand? An American Indian of North America and especially the U.S. compare to what? Native Americans. That's what y'all compare them to. That's what y'all compare these Eskimos to. And if I lost you a little bit, I'm going to read it one more time for you, because I don't want you to miss this part. This is the most important part. A member of any of the Aboriginal peoples, a member of the Western Hemisphere, except often the Eskimos, especially in American Indian of North America, and especially the U.S. You understand? When they say the U.S., they talking about right now compared to Native Americans. So they letting you know that Native Americans are not those people who I just showed you on the first. They are Eskimos. So for anybody to get mad. Definition of a Native American. A Native American. A member of any of the indigenous peoples of the Western Hemisphere, especially a Native American of North America and especially the U.S. That means still black people today. Still black people today. Do y'all not understand what the fuck I'm saying? Compared to American Indian. Us indigenous people is getting compared to Eskimos because y'all want to believe that they Indians. Let me read that one more time. A member of any of the indigenous peoples of the Western Hemisphere, especially a Native American, indigenous of North America, and especially the U.S. today. You understand? When they say North America, and then when they say North America, they talking about before they United States of America. But when they talk about the U.S., they talking about to this present day. But like I say, man, it's just my opinion. I'm not trying to save the world. You know what I'm saying? But it's some shit that has to be said. And this right here made me mad right here. Just looking at this, I was going to end the video. I'm going to read this real quick before I do it. Whereas it is clearly states in the Declaration of Undripped and Adripped, Adripped, and the Inter-American Human Rights System, and Undripped adolescents. Somebody help me out. Anyway. And meaning, and many other international declarations, the rights, that's the crown right there. I mean, that you ain't got to tell me too much. I already know that's representative of the crown. And many other international declarations, the rights that we, the American Aboriginals, indigenous to the Americas, have, our rights shall not be violated. And they've been being violated ever since those Eskimo motherfuckers sat up there and motherfucking made treaties. That's why they don't respect the motherfucking Eskimo motherfuckers, because they not real Native Americans. And they don't respect us because we don't know what the fuck going on. And we don't say nothing. So with that being said, man, this is John Horse, man. I just got an opinion. I ain't trying to say the word. I hope you enjoyed this motherfucking video. Hawa. Grand rising to all.